Well, we're back with you.
In a moment, we'll be joining Steve and Aaron Baskerville, two professional broadcast journalists. Steve Baskerville is one of Chicago's most recognized and most trusted meteorologists at network affiliate station CBS 2. And joining him there in the CBS downtown Chicago studio is his son Aaron, an award-winning hard news journalist at CLTV, Chicago's 24-hour news station. Steve joined CBS 2 over 20 years ago after working at an NBC affiliate in Philadelphia and as the weather anchor for 3 years at CBS This Morning in New York. But Steve, your TV career didn't start out like that, did it?
And my first job in television actually was a show for children, for preschoolers. Preschoolers, which is the toughest audience you can have, because if they don't like something, they get up and just walk away and leave you there. So you better find something that's entertaining. So worked in the station, hoping that I could, keep the job through the summer with this little children's show I had. General manager at the station said, this guy's got potential. Maybe there's a way that we can work him into more of the week. So I started working on a morning show. And I'll tell you how far back I go. The host of the morning show was a guy named Maury Povich. They put me on the show to just help fill the hour and a half live every day. That did well. Same general manager comes back and says, there's got to be a way we can get you into more of the day, because Maury was an anchor. A lot of people don't know Maury Povich. You are not the father. That same one.
That's my first memories of this, because I remember when we were in New York, I remember walking down the street with Connie Chung, who happens to be his wife, and those are like my first memories of kind of really realizing what you did. And I just remember walking down the street, me, you, and her were going to lunch, and it kind of hit me. Hey, my dad's on TV, and he's trying to do something positive here.
It was like my Uncle BC, who was from Newark, New Jersey. My Uncle BC, when I said that I was in television, he got so excited. He said, that's great, because he thought I could fix him.
Right.
And when he realized I was on it, he thought there was no future. There's no future. Now, he said, you better learn how to fix them. Now you got a job. So I said, why don't you do something else, anything.
Anything else.
Aaron, when did you decide you wanted to be on TV?
Well, I was interested in television probably in high school. To be honest, originally I was into sports. That's how I thought I was going to go down that path, some sort of sports angle, sports reporter, something like that. And I don't know, I went to college, I went to ESPN, I worked there for a little bit, and I happened to get into Northwestern graduate school. So I really took my shot then, but I was around it forever. I knew that I wanted to be a part of it somehow, some way, and I thought that I'd rather be in front of the camera than behind it. So, I've had a passion forever. But, once I went back to graduate school, that's when it was like, let's go after this. Let's do this hard and try and make a living out of this. And I never thought I'd love hard news like I did, but all of a sudden I just loved it. And it's a part of, it's not with kids, but it's a part of making a difference in the neighborhood and the community, trying to tell a story that affects someone and that can help them out, in terms of a bad neighborhood, a bad area, being the one to get that news to the people in a manner that they can understand and that could help them out. He worked with kids, and this was my first experience kind of giving back and helping out in the way that I felt comfortable doing it. He did it in his other ways with children's shows and things like that, and this was my way of kind of, hey, I can make a little bit of an impact here by going in here, telling somebody's story, and hopefully getting it seen and heard by others that could eventually make a difference down the road.
And tell them how good a basketball coach I was how old were you? When was it I coached that team?
What, in Jersey?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's craziness too,
I was a good coach.
Yeah, you were fantastic.
I thought I had a future.
Yeah, so did I. I thought I had a future too. I thought I was going to the NBA, baby, but that didn't happen, so we got to make it
right now.
No, but yeah,
I gave it up after a year.
Yeah,
I take it back. That was the hardest work I've ever done.
His kid, he was coaching.
Goodness
he
gracious.
coached my basketball teams back in the day, so he's always been around. Early with kids, he's always been around us trying to do something, you know, just be around. If somebody wasn't around, he
And
was there
that's what
for
he
others.
used to say,
you know?
Dad, do something.
Yeah. Well, that's why I was always upset, because he would just sit there and he wouldn't do anything. So it's kind of like a motto: just do something. You know what I mean? Yell, do something,
Yeah.
coach me. Don't just sit there and be happy to be here.
Sure.
Okay, guys, one more question. TV is the most powerful media in the world, and
Yeah.
both you guys are very visible and influential in the community, and a lot of young people look up to you and want to be like you. You guys actually motivate these kids. How important is mentoring to both of you?
Well, you know, it's something that what I don't think about it, but I do. What I think is always in the back of my mind is that you're a role model, whether you want to be it or not, right? I mean,
Found that out quickly. First day on air, I found that out. You know, when, like I tell you, when people would come up to me and say, "I'm proud of you," and that's, people are actually proud of you and look at you in a different light that I've never expected or really wanted to be looked in, you know?
But they put that sense of responsibility in the
Right.
back of your head, so you carry that with you. And that, in that sense, you're mentoring and you are setting an example. And it's nice to know that you do it without trying to do it. I mean, they see, who, you know, the camera doesn't lie. And they see who you really are. And they know your heart, and they know, and I think that's what sustains you as a performer. You know, people see something, they see something in you that they trust or believe or want more of. So I've been really lucky that way.
I never thought of the impact that you can have by just being on television. I try and do a quarter of what he does. So, you know, anytime somebody wants me to come and talk to a school, which starting to happen a lot now, you know, now that you're in a bigger city, you know, and I'm still shocked every time they ask me. And every time that phone rings and like, "Hey, we want you to come and talk." I was like, "You sure me?" I say,
"You're right, Baskerville?"
Yeah, I say, "You're asking
That's
for my dad, right? You're not asking for me." "No, we're asking for you."
One thing about seeing it, if you see, I really believe that if you see it, you can get it. You may not get it tomorrow or next week, but perseverance has a lot to do with making it and being successful.
Working towards a goal, like he said, seeing it and achieving it. Hopefully, you know, people can take that out of some of this stuff.
Aaron, would you like to take the floor and thank your dad for all the wonderful things he's done for you over the years?
The floor. I mean, he knows I've told him many of times, I tell him a lot, but obviously I look up to you. You're my role model, and you know, everything that I have is because of you, and I appreciate it, obviously. You're there when I need you.
Well, here's the other thing,
too. Give me good advice, and
here's
you
the
know,
other
of course,
thing,
I love you for it.
You know it also, I think, what can really inspire someone and keep them strong is family.
Yeah. I mean,
And you know how you're making me feel now? Don't make me feel like Cuba Gooding and Jerry Maguire. I'm not going to cry.
No.
I'm not going to cry.
And he's trying to get us to cry.
Make me cry in here.
No, but no.
Don't start me to crying.
Right, no.
No, but
yes, I think a role model should be first and foremost someone in your family. So you
exactly.
and also mom
we don't have
are
to
my
look.
role models.
We don't have to look any farther than our own.
Exactly. Yeah, I mean, I look up to you, and you're going to help me through everything, and that's not a secret. Not telling you something you don't know or we haven't talked about before. So.
And now that you're working, let me have $20.
Yeah, exactly. You're a TV man. So you can give me the $20.
Sure.
Thank you, gentlemen.